Dodgers have been doing really great this season. Right, Sariah? You're not Sariah.
No, she's not here right now, but the show must go on. Besides, I'm way cooler than her.
Excuse me?
There you are, Sariah. Where have you been?
Sorry, I was just watching highlights from the Dodgers past games and got caught up in the plays.
Well, I'm glad you're here because we have to start the show, and this thing definitely can't anchor.
You didn't even give me a chance. I want to celebrate the Dodgers too.
You can, in silence.
I think that's a great idea.
Well, I'm Sariah.
I'm Lily.
And
welcome
to show 7th Inning, Dodgers Edition.
Got chills or laughs to share? Our library is hosting a 2-sentence spooky, funny, or original Halloween story contest where you can submit by October 27th. Winners will be announced on October 31st. Enter with this form below to show off your spooky creativity.
On Saturday, October 18th, Americans gathered for the No Kings protest across the 50 states. We now go to Caroline and Pasadena for more.
Thanks guys, my name is Caroline and I'm here in Pasadena at one of the many No Kings protests that took place across the country last Saturday.
Demonstrators filled the streets around Pasadena City Hall holding handmade signs and chanting against what they believe is the growing concentration of political power in America. The protest drew participants from different backgrounds, students, activists, and local residents, all united by a call for accountability and equality in leadership.
Yeah, I'm here because my name is Justine. I don't think there's anything more important than defending our democracy right now. And yeah, I'm just really worried. And it's my bachelorette party. I came out here with my best friends from college. And yeah, I can't think of anything more that I'd rather do today.
Among attendees were Representative Judy Chu and State Senator Sasha Renee Perez. This event was put on by Indivisible San Gabriel Valley.
Well, as you know, this is No Kings 2, put on by Indivisible and No Kings organization and a whole bunch of networking organizations all over the country and over the world. There are almost 3,000 of these events worldwide. Second one here in Pasadena. We did one in June. The June one, we probably had 7,000 or 8,000. We're thinking maybe we had closer to 10,000 today. And everybody was here and peaceful, and it was an awesome day. It's still going on.
Many emphasize that this movement isn't about partisanship. It's about preserving the voice of the people. Many of their concerns were around the recent actions taken by President Trump and his administration, such as deploying the National Guard to major Democratic cities.
I'm here because I think that what's happening in America is destroying it, like my sign says. This is the first demonstration I've been to since the Vietnam War. But I just felt like I had to come out and say something.
I don't like that ICE is kidnapping people. I don't like that you can be fired for speaking about certain things. I don't like that our president is going after his political opponents. It's important for the nation to see what the public opinion is, and the public opinion is that we will not allow fascism in this country.
Though the demonstration remained peaceful, emotions ran high. The Pasadena No Kings protest was only one of around 2,700 events that took place this weekend, with an estimated 7 million people across all 50 states in attendance.
Protests like this one have already occurred numerous times this year and will likely continue on into this country's future. For now, this has been Caroline. Now back to the anchors.
Are you fast on your feet and want to be part of something energetic and exciting? Well, then make sure to sprint, not walk, to the lecture hall next Wednesday on the 29th for the track trial informational meeting during lunch.
Major news outlets are walking out of the Pentagon after a dispute over a new press policy. The move has sparked debate over transparency and freedom of the press in governmental reporting. Dylan takes a closer look at what the new policy means and how it could affect our constitutional rights.
Thanks, anchors. Many major news organizations are turning in their press credentials before exiting the Pentagon in protest against the Department of War, formerly called the Department of Defense Policy on Reporting Media.
On September 20th, the Department of War sent out a 17-page memo outlining new press rules that journalists must follow. One of the main points states that information must be approved for public release by an appropriate authorizing official before it is released, even if it's unclassified. This sparked outrage among the press. On October 6th, the Department of War released a 21-page memo which listed more restrictions for journalists, such as restricting access to certain floors, requirement of escorts, and required journalists to sign the policy by October 15th, or risk getting their press privileges revoked.
I absolutely think it's an overreach of power, and I think it's a scary one at that, because it's an infringement on the First Amendment of the United States Constitution, and the Pentagon don't get to decide which amendments to the United States Constitution or which aspects of the United States Constitution they want to abide by.
In a joint statement sent out by the top 5 major news networks, the rules would hinder the journalist's ability to keep the nation and the world informed of important national security issues.
They're really trying to prevent leaks of information, protect government missions. It's kind of the argument they're making. For the press, they're going to have tougher times accessing people, sources, that type of thing.
In a meeting with reporters, President Donald Trump has sided with the policy, remarking that the press is very dishonest. He also goes on to add that the restrictions were necessary because Secretary of Defense Hegseth finds the press to be very disruptive.
The first step in building a totalitarian regime is to silence the press. And if we start silencing the press or infringing upon their right to report freely, we are sliding down a dangerous slope that I think should concern every American.
As the Department of War's new policy reshapes the relationship between the Pentagon and the press, aspiring young journalists are reminded of the importance of transparency, accountability, and courage in storytelling, values that remain at the core of a free press. This has been Dylan Nguyen, and back to the anchors in the studio.
Arcadia High School PTSA invites students to submit their art for the PTSA Reflections Contest with the theme I Belong. Entries are due by November 12th, 11:59 p.m. in dance, film, literature, music, photo, or visual arts for prizes and recognition. Enter with this link below for a chance to compete against other high schools.
As this semester moves forward, campus life is really starting to come alive. The Writer's Den is an ideal place to demonstrate your creativity, test your abilities, and grow as a writer among a supportive community. Juliet is here to share more about the club.
Thanks, anchors. Stepping into the creative world of Arcadia High School, we have Writer's Den, a club where words come to life, imaginations run wild, and stories are more than just assignments, but true adventures.
Exploring poetry, short stories, art, and reading and writing, Writer's Den welcomes all forms of literature and helps students discover their own unique style.
It's a unique club on campus because not only is it a club where we write and we do really interesting activities during lunch, but we also run the school's literary magazine.
Since 2019, Arcadia's Writer's Den has been publishing yearly magazines called the Alias magazine.
We have a Google form opened up on our student bulletin and our Google Classroom, and we're accepting any form of art, so it's people mainly submit poetry or short stories, but we also have visual arts like photography and design. So yeah.
This year, Writer's Den was honored by the National Council of Teachers of English for its Alias magazine on their 6th issue of it. It received a 3rd level ranking, excellent, commemorating their creativity and hard work.
I like how it really gives a supportive community for aspiring writers of all different genres.
That's really nice. From their last magazine to short stories of their own, Writer's Den is the go-to space for anyone who's ever had something to say or wanted to find the words to say it. Writer's Den is where your voice matters.
Are you interested in writing and publishing a book? Well, you're in luck. On October 30th, Book Club will be holding an author's visit in Lecture Hall from 3:40 to 5 p.m. Make sure to fill out the RSVP below to bookmark your spot.
Anthony Bandit, Gasparius.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to decide who my favorite player is, but I can't choose.
Well, you're being really annoying.
Actually, that would be a great Ask Apaches question. Who's your favorite player on the team?
Oh, what about who's your favorite Dodger player?
I love that idea. Good job, Lily.
Thank you. It's so original. But I am curious who our fellow Apaches will pick.
My favorite Dodger player is Mookie Betts.
Freddie Freeman.
My favorite Dodger is Chris Taylor.
We'll go Clayton Kershaw.
Mookie Betts.
Freddie Freeman.
Shohei Ohtani.
My favorite Dodger is Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
My favorite Dodger is Kike Hernandez.
My favorite Dodger is Jackie Robinson.
Mookie Betts.
Of all time, I think Jackie Robinson because he broke the color barrier.
Shohei Ohtani.
Want to help the community? SMW and PTSA are hosting a canned food drive from October 23rd to November 3rd. Help out by bringing canned food, socks, baby wipes, diapers, or toiletries.
Last week, Pep Squad donned the halls with frightening decorations for their 16th annual haunted house here at Arcadia High School. Here's Kai for a walkthrough if you happen to miss it.
Thanks, anchors. Last Friday and Saturday, Pep Squad hosted their 16th annual haunted house here at Arcadia High School. Let's jump scare and to see how it became.
Every year, Pep Squad hosts a student-run haunted house that is built around the hallways near G to F row.
Everything from setup to makeup for scare actors is done by students of Arcadia High School. Lines were long and the event was high in demand, luring in our own students, parents, and even middle school and elementary students.
My favorite part about being a scare actor is seeing all the people, seeing some of my friends, and just scaring people, really.
The hallways were stuffed with many different costumes from modern movies to old school movies, and there are also many pop culture references. Each hallway had an eerie sensation, with all of them closing the cascade with a jump scare.
I based it off of like what I think would look good with my mask, then I made a couple touches to the mask.
Are you okay?
I'm just recovering. That haunted house was scarier than I thought. Make sure to check out next year's haunted house. If you dare. This has been Kai. Now back to the anchors.
That was scary.
I agree. Wait, where did the inflatable go? He was so excited.
He's over here.
What did you do to him?
He just wanted to celebrate the Dodgers.
Yeah, well, he was getting on my nerves. Plus, shouldn't we show some love to our Apache athletes as well?
Good point, but maybe let's put Blow Up Guy back where he belongs.
Fine. Anyways, to kick off our sports, varsity football took on Glendale last Friday, winning with a final score of 41-24. On Tuesday, girls volleyball played a CIF playoff game against Dana Hills High School. Our Apaches gave it their all on the court, but they unfortunately fell to Dana Hills with a final score of 0-3. Arcadia finished their season in third place in the Pacific League with a league record of 10-4 and an overall record of 19-11. Congratulations on a great season, Apaches. We're looking forward to seeing you next year. Also on Tuesday, girls tennis traveled to Glendale, playing in an intense matchup that ended with a blowout 18-0 win. Girls tennis played again on Thursday, however they unfortunately lost to Crescenta Valley 2-16. Diving on over to the pool, boys water polo played in their Pacific League tournament on Tuesday, winning 6-3 against Hoover in an impressive team effort from start to finish. And finally, swinging our way to the golf course, varsity girls golf won their league match against Pasadena on Thursday, scoring an astounding 213. Great work from all of our Apache athletes. Don't forget to support Arcadia football tonight at 7 as they take away Pasadena in an away game. Also, make sure you cheer on the Dodgers tonight as they take on the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 1 of the World Series. And now, handing it off to Kiana to get us pumped up for the Dodgers World Series run.
Last week on Friday, the Dodgers swept the Milwaukee Brewers in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series to advance to the World Series.
Blake Snell pitched Game 1 of the NLCS and dominated the Brewers with 8 shutout innings, striking out 10 and allowing just 1 hit. In Game 2, Yoshinobu Yamamoto threw his first complete game of the postseason, striking out 7 and giving up 3 hits. Max Muncy became the Dodgers' all-time postseason home run leader in Game 2, passing Corey Seager and Justin Turner with his 14th career postseason homer.
Why am I a Dodger fan? My first Dodger game I attended probably 50 years ago in 1970 when I was 8 years old. My dad took me to my first game and I've been going to games ever since. And they were the first team that I saw play Major League Baseball and I've stuck with them ever since.
Roki Sasaki had a rough MLB debut as a starter and was even called a crybaby by some, but he has since gained confidence. Now used as a reliever, he closed out the game with the Dodgers win. Then came Game 4, a game that will go down in baseball history. Shohei Ohtani started and struck out 10 while also hitting 3 home runs in the same game. The Dodgers won and advanced to the World Series once again, with Ohtani named NLCS MVP after allowing only 2 hits in 6 shutout innings.
Right now, the Dodgers have probably one of the best starting 4 starting pitchers that you could take into a World Series that have ever been on one team at the same time. Between Snell, Glasnow, Yamamoto, and Ohtani, and usually you can make it through if you have 4 quality starting pitchers. They also have just well-rounded hitting. Everybody that's in their lineup can hit a home run at some point or another, so that makes them offensively very dangerous. So I think that they have a very, very good chance to win this. The only question will be in my mind is how many games is it going to take?
Thank you to Claremon's Gallery, aka The Boat, for these murals that share great Dodger spirit to our local Arcadia community.
As the legend Kobe Bryant said, job's not finished. Today at 5 is the first World Series games against the Blue Jays. They need 4 more wins in order to add another World Series title at home. Let's get back-to-back rings so we could really ruin baseball. This has been Kiana Gomez, and now back to Chase in the studio.
Thanks, Kiana. Good luck to the Dodgers tonight. This has been Chase, and now back to the anchors. And wait, did you guys seriously bring him back?
Woo! Go Dodgers!
We had to.
He really wanted to see the story.
Well, then I'm out of here. I can't stand this guy.
Bye! Thanks for inviting me, so now I can finish the show.
Oh, you're not finishing the show. That's still our job?
Why don't we give him one chance?
Fine, just don't mess up.
I won't! What's next?
I tried, buddy.
Next is birthdays, and we'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Miss Maldonado and Mr. Salcedo.
If you're interested in getting a live birthday shout out on the show, visit this link so we can celebrate you.
And also make sure to
stay connected and follow all our socials below. I did it!
Good job. This has been Lily.
And Bob.
You know what? I've had enough.
Wait. But I'm 9 for 9!
Good riddance. Don't worry, we'll inflate him before the game.
Now finally, this has been Sariah.
And Lily.
Go Dodgers!